Hey guys, it's Janelle here. So recently, I hit 50 subscribers, which is just amazing. I've been wanting to be a YouTuber for years now. While 50 subscribers might not seem like much, it's a huge stepping stone towards my dream. So to celebrate as a thank you, I am going to count down my top 10 favorite Pokemon. This is going to be split into 2 parts, so as soon as I finish part 2, I'll put a link in the description and an annotation on screen linking to it. Before I start, I want to give an honorable mention to Luvdisc and Trubbish. I don't know why, but I've always really liked Luvdisc. Weird. And I kind of like the Ken Sugimori art for Trubbish. I guess it's the expression for some reason. I kind of find it cute. Now let's get on with the countdown. Number 10, Lucario. Holy crap, this Pokemon is awesome. Yeah, this probably is a little cliched on my part, but just because a Pokemon is a fan favorite doesn't mean it can't be one of mine. But anyways, Lucario has always been this Pokemon that I didn't really know what it was, but I knew I just really liked it, up until, I got into Pokemon and I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. But anyways, Lucario is also my favorite Smash character. Fun fact there. Lucario also has some resemblance to the Egyptian god of the underworld, Anubis. As you can probably imagine, with me being so nerdy, I really like Egyptian mythology. Lucario's aura powers make Lucario seem pretty cool to me, and its movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, is one of my favorite Pokemon movies to this day, too. Basically, Lucario is really cool, and I'm with the enormous group of people who think Lucario is really cool. Next! Number 9, Vaporeon. So time for the obligatory evolution! I debated whether to put Vaporeon or Glaceon, seeing as how both are pretty close when it comes to my favorite evolution. But in the end, obviously, Vaporeon was put on the list. Anywho, the main reason Vaporeon is my favorite evolution is because of its Pokedex entries. Apparently, its cellular structure is very close to that of water, that it can jump in water and blend right in with the current. It just sounds pretty cool to me, and its design also looks cute, but at the same time, I imagine it being kind of loud and really wild. Vaporeon looks a lot like, and I imagine would act like, Tsunami the Sea-Winged Dragon in Wings of Fire, my favorite book series. Number 8, Weasel. Okay, so Weasel, much like Lucario to me, was one of those Pokemon that for a long time I didn't really know what it was, but I knew I just really liked it. Weasel is one of the otter Pokemon, and I personally think that Weasel is better than Oshawott. I'm more of a Snivy fan. Weasel has a cool design that works and makes it look pretty cool and kinda cute, but it doesn't stray too far away from its otter roots. I don't really have much else to say about Weasel. I've just always really liked it, and I don't know why. Moving on. Number 7, Shaman. Before I start, I just want to say I apologize for the footage that has nothing to do with Shaman. Because I don't have one, and I don't have it registered in my Pokedex, I couldn't get footage for Shaman, so bear with me here. Anyways, I have even less to say about Shaman than I did with Weasel. Shaman is pretty cute, and it seems to be based on a hedgehog, and seeing as how I am a huge fan of a certain blue anthropomorphic hedgehog, I really like hedgehogs. They're really cute, and I also like the idea of Shaman being the gratitude Pokemon, and the fact Shaman is usually pretty nervous, but sometimes when the need arises, it can become confident for a short time, which I can kind of relate to a little bit. I'm also a fan of its Skyform design.
Shaman Skyform!
It prances around. Yeah, that's really all I've got to say about Shaman. It's cute, and at first I thought it was a porcupine, but it's actually a hedgehog thing. Number 6, Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo X. Okay, so to the surprise of no one, I really love Mewtwo. Until Gen 4 with Arceus, or Arceus, or Arceus, however you pronounce that darn Pokemon, Mewtwo was the strongest Pokemon with a base stat total of 680. But even though Arceus surpassed this in Generation 4 with a base stat total of 720, in Generation 6, Mewtwo's 2 Mega Evolutions, Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y, were given the monstrous base stat total of 780. The only Pokemon to match this is Mega Rayquaza, but in my opinion, Mega Mewtwo's X and Y are way better than the Rayquaza Mega Evolution, and I really love the Rayquaza Mega Evolution. Other than Mewtwo being just a really strong and cool Pokemon in general, the main reason Mewtwo is on this list is because Mega Mewtwo X is my favorite Mega. I mean, just look at it. It's standing on 3 toes, it has like weird stretchy limbs apparently. It has pretty cool big fists. It's 7'7". Holy cheese and broccoli casserole, that is so cool. And Mega Mewtwo X is a very defensive Pokemon, which, in case you guys don't know, is my favorite playstyle. Also, Mega Mewtwo X is theoretically stronger than Mega Mewtwo Y because of its typing, Psychic Fighting. Psychic's biggest weakness is Dark type, but one of Dark type's biggest weaknesses is Fighting type, meaning Mega Mewtwo X is at least no longer weak to Dark type attacks. This Mega is so awesome!